Freedom Rally in different province of Canada voices opposition to COVID-19 vaccine mandate. About 250 people rallied at Peace and Friendship Park in Halifax on Tuesday and listened to a variety of speakers with concerns about current COVID health mandates and the safety of vaccines. They later marched to Province House. About 200 unmasked people marched on Province House on Tuesday afternoon demanding change to COVID-19 vaccination mandates. The House was sitting in the afternoon when the Freedom March rally made its way from the Peace and Friendship Park to the House. The crowd carried signs, "The tread coercion is not consent, stop medical discrimination," and "Before you mock, listen and then talk," chanted "Here we are," and cheered several speakers and a singer who performed "O Canada." As about a dozen Halifax regional police officers looked on from the Hollis Street sidewalk, one young man standing in front of the locked Province House gates said the MLAs would go out the back way and that he would likely go around to the back and wait for them because he didn't have to work until midnight and that he'd be out of a job soon anyway for not being double vaccinated. According to the national COVID-19 tracker, 77% of Nova Scotians had been double vaccinated as of Tuesday. As of October 30, employers in the federally regulated air and rail, and as of November 1, marine transportation sectors will be required to establish vaccination policies for their organizations. Specifically, the vaccination requirement will apply to airlines and airports and other organizations who have employees who enter restricted areas of airports, such as concession and hospitality workers. Federally regulated railways and their rail crew and track employees. Marine operators with Canadian vessels that operate with 12 or more crew. Transport Canada will use its specific regulatory and oversight authorities related to operations of federally regulated air, rail, and marine transportation service providers to ensure that the transportation system and these workplaces are safe through vaccination mandates. Each organization will be required to implement a rigorous policy. Effective October 30, air passengers departing from Canadian airports, travelers on Via Rail and Rocky Mountaineer trains, and travelers on non-essential passenger vessels on voyages of 24 hours or more, such as cruise ships, will need to be vaccinated. For travelers who are in the process of being vaccinated, there will be a short transition period where they will be able to travel if they can show a valid COVID-19 molecular test within 72 hours of travel. By November 30, all travelers must be fully vaccinated, with very limited exceptions to address specific situations such as emergency travel and those medically unable to be vaccinated. In addition, this vaccination mandate will include specific accommodation to recognize the unique needs of travelers from small, remote communities, some of which are not accessible by road, to ensure they will be able to travel to obtain essential services in support of their medical, health, or social well-being and return safely to their homes. This accommodation will be informed by engagement with Indigenous organizations and provinces and